Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start off with a very stable and secure Four of Pentacles. This is safety, this is security, this is stability. This is pretty good, right? This is something that we all need. This is a good foundation for something. You're building something on solid ground. And this is really a wonderful confirmation. The work you've already done is solid. Yeah. Let's see how we're expanding on this. What are we doing with this wonderful foundation? Yeah. Oh, building a paradise. Building the forever home. Building the land of milk and honey. This is really your own personal utopia that we're building, right? And it's going to be so everlasting, so eternal, because you've built it on such a strong foundation. This could be a relationship, family, it could be a business, it could be your life in general. There is a financial component to it, though. This, I think, is all of these things. It is your entire life, your relationships and your business and your family and your career and your creativity and your spirituality, because you've been through something. You've been through something that really was challenging, and it really forced you to learn what really was important in your life. That's the Eon card. That's the Three of Cups. That's the Six of Cups. This can't get any better. Oh, or can it? 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. My gosh, you're getting all the best cards. We've got the Art or Temperance card that says, okay, let's calm yourself down a little bit. Let's not get too excited from all this energy. Because then we have the Devil. And this is really good. The Devil is a fine card. In this context, the Devil really is, it's kind of saying that, look, this might be the best life that we've ever had. Nothing will ever top this. Until it does, right? Because you have more energy, you have more life, more creative energy in you, more vitality pumping through your body. You're not done. This might be the best it's ever been until the next best it's ever been, right? This might be the utopia until you realize that, oh, hey, I can add on. I can keep building up. I can keep ascending. Yeah. This is fantastic. This blows me away. This is really, really, really fine. Really fine. You have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations. This is a trial by fire, right? This is a doorway of fire that you had to intentionally walk through. It was a challenging thing. You had to brace yourself and you had to walk through it. And I think it taught you what was really important to you. It taught you the right way of doing things, right? Reminds me of Jesse Pinkman. There is one way, the right way. And that's what you did here with this Four of Pentacles. You built things the right way. The foundation of your life now is solid. You built this on really solid ground. This utopia, this best life, this future, this relationship, all of it is built on bedrock, which means it's not going anywhere. No matter what the weather is, it's not going anywhere. Just so happens all the weather looks really nice. We've got really good weather, right? Really good emotional weather here. 3, a 6, a 9. I mean, that's the divine energy. That is the divine manifestation. You're doing all of the right things spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Everything is built on bedrock. Spirit is your bedrock, but so is the literal bedrock, right? You've learned the right way to build a house because you've built some wrong houses. You built some bad houses in the past, right? We all have. We all have. Don't worry about it. You've learned from what you've built before and it hasn't worked. You built something on quicksand. It fell down. It was consumed and destroyed. It was quick, right? Don't do that again. You've learned these things. So now everything is built on solid ground. This is the bedrock of your faith, the bedrock of your spiritual attainments, your spiritual knowledge and experience. This is the bedrock of love. This is the bedrock of integrity. And this is literally knowing the right location to put things in the physical world, right? You're a bit of a geologist in that way. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And this is just going to go down over here. We're going to put our very own Kelly Kapoor right there on top. If you know who Kelly Kapoor is, you get a cookie. Otherwise, that confirmation card is going to tie everything together, and it is going to, that was my office reference, by the way. It's going to tie everything together and give us our confirmation. If you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put a prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's go. I want more participation on this. We've got to exercise our intuition. Yeah, we've got to use it, or we might lose it. Now, looking at these cards, we've got major, 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 major. We've got, and these are really, really strong major arcana energies. You went through hell to get what you love, to get what has the most meaning and the most value, to get this best life, this paradise. It's like that you've earned your vacation here. You've earned all of this. You've earned this utopia from everything that you've been through, right? And not in some kind of obscure way, but no, you really did earn it. You paid the price. You paid the price to get what you want, and you've gone through a lot of pain, a lot of difficulty and hardship to get where you are, and you deserve this. And I mean that sincerely. The 3, the 6, the 9, and even the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles too. This is something that's physical, it's health, it's wealth, but it's also spiritual, emotional, creative, right? You've got the whole package here, and nothing will ever come close to this until it does. Right? And that's the other major arcana card. So we've got now the Temperance card. This is saying, look, yeah, you're excited for this, but eventually you're going to have to, you're going to have to kind of put some gas back in the tank and climb another mountain. And that's the goat. The goat is this energy that is never really content. Doesn't matter how good it is. The goat's going to goat. Right? The goat's going to keep climbing the mountain. Doesn't matter that this is the perfect mountain. You got to the top. No, don't climb another one. Well, this is what you do. Right? Our will, our being, our essence is in the doing. We are verbs. We're not nouns. Right? We don't achieve something and then we stop and that's it. Our energy stagnates. Some of us stagnate. But we're meant to keep going. Right? We're meant to keep doing things, doing what we do, doing our will. We can achieve all the love and joy and beauty and riches and treasures and money that we want, but we just keep doing what we do. We just keep creating and manifesting. And that's the goat. Nothing really needs to be said about that. It's the goat. I also think this is the greatest of all time. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. I did hear that he's a fan of this channel, that he watches his placements. I don't know if that's true. Heard it from a friend. But this is kind of you striving for this greatness. Greatness in a very personal way, very subjective, but feeling like you are really living up to your potential. That this might seem the absolute very best cards to me, but you might be thinking, well, I can do better. Watch me go, and then you keep doing what you do. And I don't know what you do. I don't know if you're in business or you're more of an artist or both, right? But I feel like your life, you're always looking for progress. You're always looking to do more, to explore more, to evolve as a person, as a being, as an artist, you know. Going for the goat, always going for the goat. I love it. I really do. The Three of Cups up here, I think, is a connection to family. Now, maybe you don't have a big family. Maybe you want a big family. We take the Empress and the Three of Cups together, and this could be really us, wanting to have a lot of other living things around us that we can love, that we can take care of. That we want to be. You know, when you get a little kitten, I'm sure we've all had a little kitten before, right? Where it needs our love. It needs our warmth. I mean, I have a cat now, our hairless cat. She's the same. She's like a kitten. She's like 5 years old. She needs our warmth. She needs our love. She needs us to take care of it. And it's such a beautiful thing that we get to do as human beings, to take care of things. And my wife's like that too, with the cats or with the birds. She loves all the outdoor creatures, right? And of course, with our daughter, that goes without saying, but to have a lot of life around us, even plants, My wife's got the green thumb too. She likes to plant. She likes to take care of the plants. And she talks to them, and she sees how they're doing, and she looks at them, and she takes care of them. She puts love into them. Yeah. And now my daughter's doing that too. She loves to take care of things. I really think my daughter's going to be like a nurse or a doctor or something. She just loves to take care of things. She always wants to take care of the cats or take care of the birds outside or the plants too. And it's such a privilege that we get to do that. And that's what I feel like the Three of Cups and the Empress is all about for you. Wanting to have that in your life, wanting to have that kind of experience. And then at the same time with the Six of Cups, you also want to experience what it's like to be loved, to be taken care of, to have somebody that really wants to be with you, and that there's this connection, And so with the Empress and the Six of Cups here, the more love and nourishment and nurturing, the more care you give to other things, the more you're going to get back. Right? And it creates this dynamic. It creates this 3, 6, 9. And the 9 is really in the environment too. Oof. This is happiness that cannot get any happier, though you're going to try. You're going to go for the goat. It's happiness that keeps on happening. It's the dream that keeps on dreaming. Right? It's the bliss that keeps on blissing. And it's limitless. And I think that's what you're learning. That it really is limitless. The more you give of what you have, the more you create this interaction, this dynamic between you and life. Not just you and like the people in your life. Life itself. Right? Consciousness itself. Energy itself. And you're really connected right now. Really connected. Let's talk about some of the financial stuff. The 9 of Pentacles down here. You've always been pretty good at making money. You've always been pretty good at making ends meet and stuff, and earning enough to get by. And it almost feels like there's a little bit of a divine hand there. That you would lose a job, let's say, but then you take a couple feet out the door and you bump into somebody who just happens to have a job to offer you, right? It's just kind of these weird things that happen to you. And so I feel like no matter what happens, Spirit is always kind of putting the right things in your path. And I don't know if you believe in divine intervention. This could be something that's coming from our own soul, our own true self, guiding us, putting things in our path, putting us on the right path even when we know it not. When our intellect and ego think, oh, this just is terrible, I'm so mad. But oh, hey, look, $20 or whatever. I feel like a lot of these kind of strange coincidences happen to you in life. Yeah. And I kind of feel that there's something about you that makes that happen. And I don't know, maybe you have a strong connection with spirit guides and ancestors and that kind of energy. But I almost feel like it's just something fundamental about you that just allows for what other people would be like, oh man, Scorpio, you always get so lucky. Well, it's not luck. We don't know what it is. It's that je ne sais quoi, It's just that thing. You got it. You got it. And so with the Nine of Pentacles here underneath the surface, I feel like you are building a life that is, it's one that's going to create lasting wealth. We're talking about something being everlasting. And I think with the 9 and the 10 in the Pentacles here, you're creating something for generations to come. You're keeping something around on the earth that other people will benefit from long after you've, thrown off your mortal coil, and transitioned into spirit. Something's going to stay behind, a legacy, generational wealth. It could be this home that you're building on this bedrock that is going to be here for, thousands of years. But I feel like though there's no worries about that kind of stuff, about income, about resources, about those kind of basic needs. I feel like there's no concern there. I feel like you've got something that's working. You're good. You're good. You don't have to worry about that. Let's talk more about the path of the serpent. We got the 10, the 9, and we got these major arcana cards. We kind of went through these already, I think, but the 10 of Pentacles is what you envision your best life to be. What has wealth and meaning to you? Yeah, we talked about it being like the establishment of some sort of a generational thing or a legacy or something that outlives you, right? But the 10 of Pentacles by itself is also a card that is asking you to evaluate what wealth means to you. What has value for you? We know money. We know what money is. We know that we need money, whatever it really is, right? But what other things in life have value to you? I think we've talked about some of those things. Having something that will live on after you're gone, having this kind of relationship with life, something to kind of nurture and take care of, and that is going to be there for us as well, to have this magical emotional interaction with life, But in a more specific way, what are the details of your best life? Yeah, we know generally what our purpose is. We want to transcend. We want to do better and better. We want to alleviate suffering for ourselves and our loved ones. We want to improve the quality of life for ourselves and our loved ones. But specifically, what is it that you're doing? And the reason I ask is because the 10 is that ideal. The 10 is like that picture that we have on our wall, the poster that we tape up as kids. Well, the goat is always looking to climb higher than this. This is your best life. The goat's way up here, right? And they say, what? So we have to understand what this means. And then when we attain that, we have to just draw a few more pentacles up there because the goat is going to continue to go. We have to be able to see what is next, right? Where do we go from here? Otherwise, the goat's going to get really frustrated and angry because it doesn't have any more mountain to climb. We've got to draw some more circles on top of this 10 of Pentacles, right? So the mountain can get higher and higher and higher. And that's what I always say about the 10 of Pentacles, that it is alterable. We can change it. It's changeable. We draw it in pencil. So we can erase, we can revise, we can put new things in there. The further we get up the mountain, the more the things at the very bottom, maybe we don't care about them anymore. Those don't have the same value that they once had. We're kind of, it's almost like we're creating the mountain above us as we go. Like we're drawing like Bugs Bunny, right? Like that, or it's like the hand drawing itself, in the cartoons. We're kind of drawing the mountain above us as we're climbing it, and everything down below is kind of getting erased. And so everything's moving up. We're ascending, we're rising, we're transcending. Okay. And of course, the 9 of Cups is that the infinite happiness, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative, everything is in such bliss and harmony for you. And it's an ongoing process. Again, 3 and 9, these are odd numbers. These are actions. These are functions. These are verbs. The 6 is that kind of beautiful, momentary, it's that infinite moment, but it's like a temporary snapshot of absolute perfection. This is like if you have a pendulum or something, right? It's swinging back and forth. It's that magical moment when it gets to the very center or something kind of arcing through the sky. It's right there at the very top. It just seems like it's suspended right there for a moment. That's perfection. And then it keeps going, right? Keeps going. And it's just, this is that harmony and that balance and that perfection. This is that beautiful moment that we witness. This is that best day ever kind of feeling. You know, that absolute moment of just sheer bliss. It's temporary, of course. Things oscillate. We fluctuate. We go. We have to continue the whatever this motion is, the pendulum or whatever, has to keep moving. You know, it's a dynamo. It has to keep going. The Art or Temperance card is quite interesting. This is in the obstacle position, right? And I think the obstacle is us not having. The obstacle is us getting used to the flavor, right? The obstacle is us having the same dish over and over again, where it just doesn't do it anymore. We're worried, if we're worried about anything, if there's anything to worry about here, it's that life is just not going to be spicy enough, you know, that it's going to run out of flavor, that we're going to stop having ideas of new dishes to make, let's say, because I like to think of this card as like the cook, the chef in the kitchen, always looking for the next delicious dish, something that no one has ever tasted before. Right? And we're worried that we're going to run out of this kind of creativity, that we're going to have so much, life is going to be so good that we don't know what to strive for anymore. Could you imagine? It's a very good problem to have, but it's a problem nonetheless. You know. The other thing I wanted to point out was the nines here. These two go together. This is what's within you, and this is the environment. We realize that all of our physical attainments don't mean anything unless we have that value, that water energy, unless the water is in there. This is just an empty vessel if it's not filled with meaning and value and love, right? So these two have to be together. And they are. They are. This is in your environment, and this is what's within you. So you know that everything you are achieving, it is your best life. It is the value and the wealth because it has the meaning that we give it. It's full of meaning, okay? And that's what makes the Ten of Pentacles the best life. Well, I think we should look at the mystery card. This was pretty intense. I'm going to catch my breath. I like that goat at the end. Again, we're going for the goat always. And again, that's the worry, that we're going to run out of mountain to climb. We're not going to know what to strive for. We're not going to know. It's like we've been through the entire spice rack. Well, what do I put in there now? Now, how can I make the next greatest dish? Well, I've already gone through every single combination of flavors. If you have a prediction for this mystery card, I want you to put it in the comments. Here we go. The Moon. Maybe you'll have to dream up some new recipes, right? Maybe it will come to you from your unconscious. We think about the Moon card as being the new moon. It's darkness. There's nothing, we don't know what's on the other side of that doorway, right? And this is the dream world too. So I feel like this really is like, this is telling you to pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to that infinite wealth of information and symbols and meaning in your unconscious, personal unconscious, the collective unconscious. Tap into that underground river system, the waterways underground, where you will never run out of things to strive for. You will never run out of things to bring you more and more meaning and value and experience and love into your life. It is infinite. What we're seeing here, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Everything else is down below in this dream land, right? So it's really saying if you can dream it, you can pull it out of the darkness and manifest it here on this table. This is just the conscious side of things. This is just consciousness, your personal consciousness. So imagine how much infinitely more outside of the boundaries of the particular frame of my cameras. Yeah. And out of your frame of reference in your unconscious. So it's really dream and dream big, Scorpio. Dream and dream big. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link above. There's a link below. New readings for Scorpio every Wednesday and Saturday, but I am here every day. You can come see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. Go check out my wife's channel. She's over at Ula Tea Leaf Readings. That's ULA Tea Leaf Readings. Marvelous work. You'll find it to be a great compliment to the work we do here. We don't collaborate, she and I, because we want to keep everything kind of separate. So when there is synchronicity between her readings and mine, we know that it's a pure connection, that there's been no collaboration or anything, you know. So we try to keep it that way. Yeah. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.